Yes, in the last class we have seen that part A first program has not executed. Now I will show you that how to execute this program. I am copying once again and pasting here. Okay, so where to paste in JDK 1.4 bin. I am pasting. Please observe here carefully, and I am pasting my files here. What are my files? That is, what are the files I have pasted? We are unable to identify, right? Let me view in medium icons. So let me sort by type. Yes, you are seeing I have already copied here. My database file is also there. Already you know how to create the MS Access database. So I am opening this file. If I open my file, here a table name is given as a T1. Please observe here in our code already I explained why we have to give the T1. T1 is the table name. It is a design form. In the field name, tele underscore name, you have to supposed to give like this, and the tele number you have to supposed to give the primary key, and it has a number, and address it is memo is given. It is you can change it as a text. Okay, no problem, and save it. Okay, yes, and close it. Clear. And already our program is saved here. That is program 1. Is that program 1? Yes, program 1.java file is there. Clear. Yes, now let me check how to run this program. Okay, so let me go to the command prompt and cd slash cls cdjdk 1.4 slash bin, right, java c program one.java. It is compiled, right? Now you just observe here, it won't run java program 1. So why it is not running? Because we have not established the front end and back end connection. For this we have to take the control panel. If you click the control panel, it will be open like this. So observe carefully. In this you have to select the small icons. In the small icons you have to select the administrative tools. In the administrative tools you have to select the ODBC data source 32-bit. I'm selecting the 32-bit. Here system DSN is there. We have to take the add. Here the drivers are very important. Please observe here Microsoft Access driver star.mdb star.sccdb is there. You have to select it and click the finish, and you have to give the data source name as p1. It is already provided in your code, right? And you have to select your database. Where is your database is exist? In your C drive JDK 1.4 bin, your p1.sccdb is there, right? So you are selecting your data source and click the OK button and OK option, and next you have to click the OK button. Okay, so now we have to move to our command prompt. Now compile once again program. Now run your program. If you run your program, it is asking for the enter the telephone holders. I am giving S. If I give the S, no such record is founding, and once again I am running and I am giving K. It is showing no such records. Once again I am running, I am giving S or let me check, no such records. Now we will open our database, and let me check what is the data is exist. P is there, right? So let me provide once again run your program, and I'm giving P. It is showing P, Praveen and Pradeep. Got it? Clear? Yes, likewise it is showing. Okay, yes, that is the execution of your first program. And now we are moving to the second program. We will see the execution of second program. Open our file. Yes, this is our first program. Now we are moving to the Java lab party second program. Let us see what is our second program. So this is very important. Write a program to create a student database with fields, student number, student name, class, and marks 1, marks 2. Performs this operation: input student information from the keyboard. So we have to fed, okay, display specific student information. If any specific student information is asked, it has to display, and delete specific student information. It also delete specific student information. For this I have designed one access table with the field name and the data type. So here student underscore number student underscore name, short text class, short text m1 m2 has been specified, and you are not supposed to enter any value. Okay, your value is showing, you are not supposed to enter the value. Please don't enter here. Okay, don't enter this value. It has to be enter after the execution of your program. Now we are writing these two packages: import java.io.star, import java.sql.star. So we are performing a SQL operation, hence we have to write this. Now we are writing class student. Name of the class is the student. In this main method is exist. First we are taking the input object, right? Data input stream in is equal to new data input stream of system.in. Next connection object is declaring, statement object is declaring, result set object is declaring, and here some other prepared statement we are using. Prepared statement object is using. This prepared statement is used to create the statements. Okay, prepare the statements. Okay, and next for our program these variables are required. For that I am declaring the variable int ch comma number comma m1 comma m2 flag is equal to 0, ch for choice, number for number, and m1 and m2 is for marks. We have to enter, and here we have to declare another two variables. That two variable is name as a string variable, and class variable as, and s is some other variable for executing the query. Okay, and now I am writing the try catch block. First class dot for name I am using to load these drivers, right? What is the purpose of class dot for name method? To load the drivers. Which driver I am loading? Sun dot jdbc dot odbc dot jdbc odbc driver. Okay, and next I am using connection object. So after loading the drivers we have to use the connection object. Connection object is equal to driver manager dot get connection. So by using this I can establish the connection. I am loading the drivers, I am establishing the connection. So which connection I am establishing? That is jdbc colon odbc colon. Here the data source name. What is the data source name? We have to supposed to give student. Okay, and this is blank. Username and password is blank. Okay, and first I am writing the do statement, do while loop statement. So here do statement, first I am displaying the menu, an output statement as a menu, because in your program it has given in one we have to insert the records, we have to delete the record, we have to display the record. For that I am writing the do while loop statement. Okay, so system.out.println first I am displaying as menu. System.out.println first if you enter 1 it will insert the values. System.out.println if you enter the 2 delete specific. System.out.println if you enter 3 display specific records. Okay, and system.out.println enter your choice. We have to enter our choice. So we have to enter our choice from the keyboard. For that I am using input object input dot in dot read line. So whatever you are entering from the keyboard is a string, so you are forcefully converting into integer, right? And you are storing in choice variable. Switch case statement we have written. For this insertion and deletion is specific. So for that if I enter 1, choice will be 1, case 1 must be matched, case 1 has to be write the code according to the insertion. So what is the code we are writing for the insertion? First we are writing the output as system.out.println and enter the number. So you are reading the value from the keyboard, you are forcefully converting into integer and storing in the number variable. Okay, and you are writing one more output statement, enter the student name. You are reading from the keyboard, whatever reading is a string, no problem, you are storing in the name string variable. Okay, enter the class. You are reading from the keyboard, that is int.readline, and you are storing c. C is also string variable, there is no problem. System.out.println enter mark 1. So you are reading the value from the keyboard, you are forcefully converting into integer, and you are storing in m1, and you are writing one more output statement, enter the marks 2, and you are reading the value from the keyboard and you are forcefully converting into integer, and you are storing in the variable integer m2. Now we are using the prepared statement object. Okay, Here we have declared that prepared statement, right? So we have to prepare. So if you want to insert function, if you want to execute insert function, then you must use prepared object. Okay, prepared object is equal to con dot connection object. Through from your connection object, you are preparing that statement. Which statement you are preparing? Which statement you are preparing? Insert. So here double quotation is started. Insert into T4. T4 is the table name. Okay, what is the table name? T4. What you are inserting? Values. That here it starts with double quotation plus first you are inserting number, right? So please observe here, according to the here we have to enter the number, name, class, m1, m2. In this order only we have to enter. Afterwards double quotation, comma. Here please observe here, if you are using the string must be start with single quote followed by the double quote plus name. Name variable is consist of your rated value, and plus is concatenation, double quotation followed by single quote, single quote followed by double quote, we will see. Okay, and the same single quote followed by double quote followed by single quote. Okay, so C means what is the C? Class. And next you are entering the marks for m1. Okay, double quote plus m1. Why we are using single quote? It is not a string. M1 is not a string, right? If it is a string, then you have to supposed to use single quote followed by double quote followed by single quote. Okay, yes, M1 and double quote, comma, double quote plus M2. So this is the statement you have to use for inserting the values in this table. Okay, after that your double quote closing your double quote, that is you are prepared the statement here, and here it is ending, and this open curly brace is closing here, right? And after that you have to execute that query. So ps.execute update method has to be used. If you don't use this execute update method, then the row is not updated. Okay, record is not updated. If you write this query, then automatically your database table will be updated. System.out.println record is added. Okay, and next you are closing the connection, and once again you are opening the connection. Okay, you have to close the connection and open the connection. Why? You have to insert row by row information, right? Row by row information. For that you have to open the connection and close the connection, open the connection and close the connection. Got it? Here you are establishing, right? So you have to open and close it. Okay, and once again your con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. You are establishing the connection the same, and you are giving the break. Suppose afterwards it will comes here and it will checks for the while condition, while choice is greater than or equal to 1 and choice is less than or equal to 4. Now already choice is given as a 1, condition is true. Once again it will repeat and it will show for the menu, and it is asking for the choice. Now we want to enter the choice as a 2. Choice 2 is for delete. So automatically switch choice case 2 will comes. In the case 2 you are writing on output statement, enter the student number. So you have to enter the value from the keyboard. So whatever the value you have read from the keyboard is a string, you are forcefully converting into integer and storing in this variable. And next you are taking s as a string variable. In this variable you are writing the query. Select star from T4 where student number underscore is equal to plus number. Okay, so here it started, here it ends, and this query here started and here it is ended. Okay, afterwards stm is equal to con dot create statement. You have to create that statement. Next you are using the result set object. In the result set object you are executing the query of statement object. Okay, stm statement object. In the statement object create statement as created, and you are supplying that query through from execute query method. That execute query method is of statement object, and it is assigned to the result set object. Why? If the result set object, if the record is found or not, okay, to check whether the record is found or not by row by row. So for this we have written if condition, if result dot next, so it checks whether the selected record is presented in first record, if the condition is true, okay, or not. Even if the according to this statement, it checks the first row. After check the first row, it checks the condition until unless end of the row, end of the record. Okay, yes. So now here it comes, ps is equal to con dot prepare statement. Insert and delete is of prepare statement, so that is why we are using ps statement. ps object, ps is a prepare statement object. Here we are through from connection object, we are preparing that statement and we are writing the query. Delete from t4 where student underscore number is equal to number. Okay, whatever the student number you are giving, you are accessing that ps dot execute update. You are providing ps dot execute update. Okay, so after that what happens, if the record is found, if the record is found, then it will deleted. Okay, if the if you want to delete the record that is present in the first record, it will identify. If it is not, control will move to the next line and checks whether the student number is present in second record. In the second record is also not present, it will move to the third record, fourth record, and if it is not exist, then automatically comes here no such student number is found. Okay, it will print break. And next, once again the condition is true, once again the menu will be displayed and it is asking for your choice. Now we are going to display the specific student information. So for that we are writing the case 3. Let us see what is the case 3. Enter student number. So it is the same thing, select star from, and you are using concrete statement and result execute query, and you are writing the same above statement. If result dot next flag is equal to 1, if your record is found, then flag become 1, then you are printing student number is equal to result dot get int. This is of your first column in your database table. Okay, what is the first column? Student number. And what is the second column? Student name. So that is why here it is giving as get string as a 2, and here class get string of 3. Here marks 1 get int, why? It is integer, right? And marks 2 get integer of 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 is nothing but a column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5. Okay, and now afterwards if the record is not found, it will come here no record found, will be execute and comes here a break, and once again it will repeat for the menu. Now you will give the choice as 5. Okay, 5 or 4, it will skip that execution of that block. Afterwards you have to close the connection. So this is being placed in your try block. In the catch block you are writing exception E, and it is nothing because it will show an error if it exists. If it is an error is exist, it will show. Okay, yes. So this is your program. Okay, so you compiling and you are running. So let me show you how to compile and run. I am copying, please observe. I am opening my database file. By default, if you create the database file, this is the design view. You have to create the as it is, because if you made any mistake, then it consists of records. I am deleting this. Okay, I am deleting this because you are not supposed to provide any information. So by default, whatever the database you have created, it will be created in your my document. Through from my document you can copy and paste it in your respective directories. So now I am pasting here. So what is the name of a file? Student. And what is the name of database file? Student. And what is the name of the table? T4. Please note it. Okay, now I am coming here and I am compiling java c student.java. There is no error. I am running student. So it is not executing. Why? Because we have not established the front end and back end connection. Now how to establish the front end and back end connection? Can anybody? Yes, go to the control, sorry, go to the run. Here type the control panel will be open, and here you have to select the administrative tool. In the administrative tool, ODBC data source 32-bit. In this system DSN you have to add, that is what you have to supposed to add, Microsoft Access driver star MDB and ACCDB, and click the finish, And what is the name of a source? It is a student, right? In our code it is the student, correct? student. And now we have to select our database. Where is our database is exist? In our C drive, JDK 1.4 bin. Our access file is student.accdb file. I'm selecting and clicking OK and OK. Now I'm coming here. Once again I'm compiling. Now I'm running. If I run, it will show the menu. Okay, now first I'm giving the one option. It is asking for the number 101, some uh, Adit, class 3rd BCA, marks 75, and it is finished. Record is added. Now I want to display. I am giving 3. Okay, now it is asking for the student number. What is the student number I have given? 123, right? No, I do not know. Let me check. 101. Okay, so let me try 123. 123 is student number is not exist. Okay, that is why it is coming out of the program. Here we have made a mistake in our program. So let me open our program. Student.java. Okay, here the mistake is of, here it is exist, if flag is equal to 0. Else if here it has given as else, it is not required, no such record. Okay, else, it is just as simple as else. That's it. Let me save it and come here and once again compile it and run it. Now give the option 3, 101. It is coming out of a program. Why? Some mistake has happened. Else. Okay, it is not required. That's it. Let me save it. File, save as student.java. Yes, and okay, and now compile it and run it. Now let me enter 1, enter 102. Now enter the student name Pradeep and class 3rd BCA in marks 75. So let me check 102. It is not displaying. What happened? 102 is not displaying. Here it if is not exist, it is while, I think so. Let me make while. Okay, let me save it and come here and compile it. Else without if. Okay, let me check the first program. No, it is correct. It is not as a while, it is if only. Or else write as a while, while result a set of next. Here make it as a simple if flag equal to 0. That's it. Okay, save it and compile it and run it. Now 3, 101, enter the student number before that, if it is not showing means we have to open our database file student and check whether it has stored. Yes, information has stored, but it is not fetching, right? Okay, while result dot next, what happened here? It is now not working. It is worked. No, it is not working. What happened? Let me check. Is there any other program? Java lab 1 RT program 2. This is our program, right? Let me copy and paste it. Copy and once again paste it. Yes, let me compile now. Yes, run. Yes, 1 1 1 1 yeah 75 75 75. Okay, now I'm giving once again 1 and enter the number 112, enter the student name BBB, class third BCA 45 55. Okay, now 3, let me give 111. So it is now displaying, right? Okay, so we had made any mistake, I think so. That is why it has not displayed. Now it is displaying. Okay, code is working properly. You don't try to changes any modification. And let me try to display 112. That is 112. Yes, it is also executing. Okay, clear? Yes. Now let me delete your choice 112. Okay, record is deleted. Now try to display choice 3 112. It is showing. It is not showing. It has to supposed to show. It is not showing here. Okay, no problem. It will show. Okay, so hence likewise you will execute your program. Hope you understand this concept. We will meet you in the next class.